It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing a starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
To throw quickly, here's Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mariota. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
The trade sent Bryan Edwards from a very crowded Raiders depth chart to a much more open one in Atlanta. It's a great opportunity for the third-year man who was an excellent deep threat in limited opportunities with Las Vegas. He averaged 17 yards per catch over 45 career receptions in his first 2 seasons. He could more than double that career catch total in his first year with the Falcons.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Mariota now from the 50. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mariota now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
And if there's a quarterback in the NFL who didn't need any extra motivation, it was certainly Baker Mayfield, because this young man already has a permanent chip on his shoulder to prove the doubters wrong. Being replaced and then traded from Cleveland, the team who took him #1 overall, it only added considerable fuel to his fire. Now in Carolina, his entire focus is proving that he can be an elite QB and silencing all the noise.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. On play action, they'll throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
2nd down and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield now. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, Mariota. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Mariota. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Mariota again. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd and goal, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
3rd and goal, Mariota.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Mayfield looks to throw. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Avery Williams deep for Atlanta.
This is taken at the 23. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Let's go, man.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Mariota.
This pass is caught by London.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. And Mariota going to run on the option.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Let's go, man. Every day, let's do it with you.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo.
This is a 26-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
And the Panthers coming out now. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield.
Connection made with Shenault.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Mayfield.
Able to complete this to Shenault.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Mayfield on play action.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 39, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, Mayfield. And Thomas has it.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the 24, Mayfield over the middle. He's got Chenault.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second and 3 from the 9.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A first down throw for Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mariota. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Throwing, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Mariota on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Mariota now to throw on first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Patterson to start the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's Patterson again.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
Skirts by him at the 35.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, Mariota.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
4 yards remain for second down. They'll give it to Patterson.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Mariota now. Zacchaeus here hauling it in.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Toss left side, Patterson.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed, right?
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of, if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. On the return is Williams. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go now. Let's go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He's got his man, London, right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Mariota to throw it. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. To throw is Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a fourth-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Mariota will look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Mayfield to throw it. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's go.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Mariota connecting with Bird.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Here's Mariota. London holds this one in.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds.
To throw, Mariota.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Mariota. Able to find Patterson. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
It's showtime, baby. Whatever it takes, I'll get it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. Hard-fought game through 4 quarters, gets us into overtime, and then you can't even catch your breath and realize you're in overtime, and the return of the ball game's over.
Absolutely amazing what we got to see, because we're setting up all those different scenarios as we go to overtime. Do you take the ball, right? What do you do with the coin toss? Where are you going to play? How are you going to do it? And that takes it all out of our hands, doesn't it? A bolt of a return that ends the ball game.
How often do coaches talk, Charles, about that third phase? And here the third phase was the difference.
No doubt. And what I also think about is when you get to overtime, fatigue has to play a factor in it. And if you use a lot of guys who are frontline players on special teams, sometimes they run out of gas.
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Mayfield. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
So a win here for the Falcons, and it was a veteran, Marcus Mariota, who we both thought really played well.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.